Welcome to Devils in the Details. I am your host, Annie DeGraw. The Southwest is in the middle of a manufacturing boom, and ASU is prepared to meet that need with a new school at the Polytechnic campus here in Mesa. The School of Manufacturing Systems and Networks is part of the Ira A. Fulton Schools of Engineering. Kyle Squires, Dean of Engineering and Vice Provost of the Schools of Engineering, Computing, and Technology, is here to talk to us today about how this school is helping meet the needs of what has been dubbed Industry 4.0. But before we get into that, we need to understand, why are we in the middle of a manufacturing boom? Dean Squires, take it away.
So it's a lot of reasons. One is because the economy has been kind of on an upward swing, right, making a comeback. Second was during the pandemic, some demand for goods, cell phones, tablets, PCs, things like that. That demand also increased, and that's put pressure on various aspects of the microelectronics industry to ramp up production, and has really highlighted this need for focus on manufacturing. In the meantime, you had, say, automobile makers that temporarily sort of paused. That is, during the pandemic, not sure how many people are going to be buying vehicles and so forth. They paused. Guess what? They were wrong. That there was a surge in demand there as well. That put additional pressure on manufacturers in the supply chain. In short, we're facing a shortage.
So, how are engineers helping meet this demand, and why is Arizona at the very center of it?
Southwest Arizona is a great place to live. It's a great place to start a business. It's a great place to grow a business. What we've been able to do over the past several years is through investments by the university and the state into the College of Engineering, we've grown. And we are producing talent, and that talent is of such significance now, it becomes a part of the decision-making process for these companies to relocate or expand.
How will the School of Manufacturing Systems and Networks help fill this talent pipeline?
Well, we've been talking about it, over the couple of minutes we've been together. That is this resurgence in manufacturing. And that resurgence is going to drive the need for additional talent. It's also going to drive the need for additional ideas in research from our faculty, working with our students, working with our industry partners. We want this school to be a focal for all things manufacturing, all the foundational pieces that go into modern manufacturing, from data science, automation, robotics, and with verticals, if you will, in semiconductors, in aerospace, in biomanufacturing, and so forth. We want to stay ahead of the curve here, and we think this school is going to be the way to do that.
Industry 4.0. Fancy word, but what does it mean, and how is ASU leading the way?
Industry 4.0 represents the future of manufacturing. And if you think back years ago, it was a lot of, people, workers on the shop floor, say, making things on assembly lines and so forth. The Industry 4.0, that is manufacturing of the future, will be about automation, robotics. The human in the loop is still vitally important. How do we then produce engineers that are designing the systems that will drive forward the future of manufacturing, recognizing all the things that it will take to make that work, from dynamics and controls and robotics and computer science and cybersecurity? Those are all elements integral to the future of manufacturing. And we want to prepare our graduates through this school.
Well, that's it for today's Devils in the Details. Until next time, stay safe.